Mic check 1 2 1 3. We got the whole squad B. We about to spill this tea. Yeah, right. The second time even better though.
Take two.
Take that. Yeah, man. So we got the squad B co-host in the building. We got my man always a co-host, special guest co-host. Chazalino Rodriguez in the building, and you know how that goes. And then you know how like we get the shows, everybody be like, y'all should have me on it. Cause I know I be knowing stuff. I could tell you should have me. Well, called her bluff. So we got Miss Kia, the lovely Miss Kia in here. And then we got our special guest for the day.
Yeah.
The comedian, Mr. Funny Man.
Yeah.
Say something funny.
What up, y'all? Nothing.
Do people even do that? I hate that.
That's the worst. That's the worst question to ask any comedian. Say something funny. It's your mother.
That'll fuck you up.
But you know the funniest joke in the world? My man Cootie called me with this every day. He said, Eddie, what's the funniest joke in the world? What? You stink. You say you stink anywhere in the world. You can be elevated. It worked.
I think the best joke to give is somebody if they come smack at you is always go on their breath, because you don't really always know if your breath stink or not.
That ain't.
It's automatically sound like a little. Let me get out of the way.
You could Yeah. But you know that ain't telling. That's just Jonah. You know we do that on the way. But you telling jokes, that's a whole nother.
Want me to tell you my go-to joke?
What's that?
What do you call a deer with no eyes?
What do you call a deer with no eyes?
I have no idea.
This nigga sound like a straight up hillbilly.
He'll be here all week.
Exactly.
I ain't a comedian, this nigga.
Hold on.
He'll be here all week.
Shit, my go-to Joan is that Chinese man, black man, and
white man, black man.
Chinese man.
You say anything with that Joan.
Yeah, absolutely.
Black man always gonna win that Joan.
Yeah, you got jokes. When you go to the white neighborhood, the white man.
No.
Yeah, that's how they do it. They switch it around.
See, you gotta be politically correct, right?
No.
You say, fuck, you just share the sugar.
Yeah, fuck that.
Hey. So yeah, man, we very excited to have my man Eddie in here, man.
Thanks for having me, Joe. I appreciate it.
Man.
It's been a long time. I appreciate it. Last year we were supposed to come on the joint, and I got real busy. It was crazy.
That's how it be, man.
So I was like, okay, get me. I'm coming. Boom.
Yeah.
I'm
getting real busy means getting real good money.
Man, you know, you gotta living a dream, man. Your dream costs. So you know, I'm blessed. I ain't had a day job in 10 years. So
that's a
beautiful
beautiful
living off of jokes. You know what I'm saying? So we just having fun. Are you recording my whole life?
I'm not definitely on Instagram.
Okay, well, you know, you ever feel like you're getting fired? That's how you feel like you're getting fired. In your face.
Got you.
You can be dated. They can be at your funeral with the camera in your face. Look at my nigga.
In case y'all didn't already see, we got special guest comedian Eddie Bryan in the building, and of course we got the guest co-host, and we gonna keep it all the way live. So first of all, we gotta get into some of this good old questionnaire about my man Eddie, man. When you started the comedy thing?
Oh man, all right. So let's see. A couple of things. When did I start telling jokes? I mean, you know, in high school it was goofy. You know, coming up, we joke all the time. You know,
what high school was that?
I graduated from Blazeburg.
Okay.
So, man, we used to joke every day.
Yeah,
every
that's
day.
The culture right there.
That's what it is. So, I started doing stage plays and stuff like that, and then went to Morgan. I tried telling jokes in Morgan, but I ain't lived no life. So I didn't know how to write a joke that people could laugh with me.
Yeah.
So they would laugh at me.
Yeah.
Different. So then I stopped. I said, all right, cool. I started doing some video production and a couple other stuff. And then like 02, I just got real serious about it and started, you know, hitting the open mics, you know, 5 nights a week, at least three times a week, 5 nights a week, as much as I possibly can, and just kept going, you know, and then from there it's...
Elaborate a little bit on that, though. You said it's a difference between having people laughing at you and laughing with you.
All right, so you ever see somebody and they like I don't know, a clown? Mm-hmm. You know, they might put on a funny outfit, and they might you know, do that at the expense of themselves to make everybody laugh at them, to get their attention, right? But when you're a comedian and you're telling jokes, you sharing your perspective, and it just happens to be funny that we all can share in that same topic. You're like, oh, I thought of that. Yeah, I feel the same way, or I feel a little bit different, but at least you're able to give your perspective and we can laugh together in the room.
Right.
So then when you see a comedian at a show, when you see a comedian at the show and everybody laughing at the same time, and it's, you know, one after another, after another, after another, and he got you on a ride because we all sharing the experience.
Right.
So that's what, you know, we're laughing with.
So do you think? But so because there are comedians that are more like laugh at me based than anything. Like,
give me an example. Who?
Like I feel like laugh at my pain is really like let me make an ass of me for the sake of you.
You do tell your perspective, but what I mean by laugh at, meaning the antics. Okay. So, you know, you ever see, you ever go to a show and a comedian, I don't know, take his clothes off.
Right.
Or come out in a dress or throw on a wig or something that don't got nothing to do with who that person is. Mm-hmm. It's just like, I'm going to do whatever it takes to shock you to get the attention. So you laughing at me. You ain't laughing with me. You ain't laughing with me because you don't know nothing. You don't know what perspective I'm coming from. Right, I ain't sharing nothing. So, you know, a comedian is good when after the show, you know if they got kids, if they like kids, if they married, if they not, if they single, or you know something about how they feel about their family. You know something about them. You can walk away and be like, oh, such and such, you know. So when you watch Kevin Hart, you know he a family guy. He got a wife, he got kids, he got uncles. He talk about his family. You know, he got all of that. When you talk about Bill Cosby, all his family, you know, kids, dad is great, give me cake.
He drugging hoes.
Huh?
Drugging hoes.
Yeah. Man, I don't. Listen, man, you cannot, in 1970s, you can't be no black man drug and live to tell about it. I just don't believe that America is that you couldn't do that. I don't care who you
know though. When
you giving them that pudding pop,
what? It wasn't no rock star standard.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yes, it was.
In the 70s?
Yeah, definitely.
In the 70s.
Rocks what?
Man, ask your father.
Hendrix.
Well, they just got on the front of the bus in the 70s. Ain't no rock star status. Oh man, you can't be.
Shit, Bill Cosby. That's like OJ was the man.
Yeah,
in the 70s.
OJ was the only man.
Well, he wasn't even black, he said.
Right.
Fuck OJ.
He was just OJ.
He was Tiger Woods.
But see, right. Before Tiger Woods, he didn't have that perspective. So, you know, but man, I don't man, them women, some of them, I'm not gonna say all of them, but some of them was coming to get some drugs.
Hey, I mean, they
and some sex after shows. It happens all the time.
I would like to think that if every dude in here would be very honest, you done at least got a chick extra twisted to get to them draws.
Nah, I can't.
Man. Oh my God! I don't like buying it. I don't like drunk vagina. Drunk vagina is the worst. You gonna
I disagree. No. Drunk vagina is not the worst.
It's the what?
Intoxicated vagina. Maybe not drunk vagina.
Yeah,
intoxicated vagina is.
You
say a little bit more freaky, a little bit more sexier. You know,
tipsy is cool.
Man, intoxicated is better. They sloppy with it and
tipsy is.
What are you doing right now? I don't even know where I'm at.
Oh my God!
How old are y'all?
34.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man, y'all supposed to be getting the little co-workers that's on their lunch break and getting, you ain't no turn up.
Hey.
Blah, blah, blah.
But that don't mean that we just gonna act like we ain't never be in college at the Joe putting Aristocrat in the Belvedere bottle so that everybody get
What
twisted.
is Aristocrat?
The cheapest liquor you can have, it tastes like
$6 plastic bottle.
Never
it
heard
tastes
of
like
it.
it'll fill up your
Aristocrat.
I can't do it.
Man, that shit like $6. The
pronounce
big
it.
ass bottle in this plastic, just like this.
Maybe in college, I'll give you that. Maybe in college, maybe. But
so then it happened before.
I got a question for you.
Two.
You remember the first time you got booed?
Yes, absolutely.
How'd that go down?
Question.
Woo! All right, so Morgan State,
Niggas.
yeah. So
shit, man, my don't keep just doing anything. My bad. I'm professional.
Morgan State the administration was like, all right, you can go on. You can't curse. You can't do none of this. You can't do none of that. And remember, I didn't learn how to write jokes then.
Right.
So all I had was your mother jokes at that point, and 3,000 students decided, you know what? Not our mother. You're not in no frat neither. I'm not in a fraternal organization. They was like, get him. I'm all for them. I'm like, we go to class together. They're like, I don't give a damn about it. Fuck off the stage. But, you grow. One time, I went and did this show with Joe Claire. And this is when I first started trying to do stand-up. And I bombed horribly. My mother took me to the show. That's how young I was. Mother took me to the show. And he joned me out, my mother out for bringing me. How you gonna bring your son out here to do this in front of all of these people?
C plus is
You know what I'm saying? But he kept it real. So, fast forward, I go to LA and he hosting at the Comedy Store. He see me walking up the street. He was like, you getting on tonight?
Yeah.
I was like, bet. So I get on, I kill it, and then from there we just been cool.
Let me ask you. So I know because a lot of people, everybody think they funny.
Everybody think they funny.
But
I give everybody. I do the $100 challenge. I give you $100.
Damn.
You wanna know who I
You're
think funny,
strong,
but not
too.
necessarily like a stand-up comedian funny? Mike Epps.
Mike stand up. When you? Oh well, I don't.
So his
I can't do a
the
whole
what's the
thing.
name joint, right? The video. I mean, the joint when he got on a silver suit. That joint is funny.
Mm-hmm.
I seen him twice. No, I seen him 3 times.
Live.
The one time that he was funny, it was because these niggas was heckling him from the balcony, and then he went in on funny shit. Like it was too easy for him to cook them. But just on the stand-up jump, first of all, it gave us the nice little run of everything we already knew, which I ain't really mad at. But I seen that twice though, so I was a little like, all right, it's like an extra 15 minutes out of my life, bro.
Okay. All right. I'm glad you said that. Come on.
Hey, yeah, you know what's funny as shit?
Hold up. I want to speak to this point, but go ahead.
I'm looking in this TV right here, and I got this motherfucking ball spot right here.
Yeah.
Oh my
Hey, yo,
God.
why you got the camera on me like that?
At the red light.
Just for me.
The red light.
Damn, got that kind of blood, yo.
Time to Beijing, that thing,
I'm
short.
gonna cut that shit off, yo. God damn, yo.
Trap. Your barber did that on purpose.
That's
You don't
some
like
fucked
it.
You
up
really gonna look like Be Real from Cypress Hill.
I want to speak to that real quick. How long do you think it takes for a comedian to write an hour worth of material?
Man, I can imagine for
months.
4 years.
4
A
years.
comedian will yield new material 15 minutes a year. 15 minutes a year. I'm talking from Jerry Seinfeld on down. 15 minutes a year it takes. Now, when you go see Frankie Beverly and Maze, or you go see any musical artist, if they don't hit your favorite song, you're going to be like, this concert is some bullshit. But now, when a comedian gets on stage and tells a good joke is timeless. I still put on Richard Pryor albums and laugh. It's an old joke, but it's timeless.
I agree.
We don't have the same luxury today because y'all live in this world with your phones. Y'all live in that world. So you want it right now. You want it to be new all the time. And that's not how the art of it is. Because a joke you might say today grows. So you might say it one way, this way. 6 months later, you got some more to go with it. And you add some more with it and it grow. And this audience helps you shape it. And, going to a stand-up show is about being in the moment, not being, now I
agree with you 100% because some of the funniest stand-ups that I've seen, which probably the funniest, and it's weird because I go see a lot of comedians. That's like my pastime, right? One of the funniest joints I've seen was actually Donnell Rollins at the Improv, right? And it was because he cut it. He was like, it's time to just go. And when he just let it go and he was in that moment, it was over.
It's over. It
was over for everybody in there. Like my man, our man, right? He had to leave out, hit the inhaler. He was laughing now.
Yeah.
Like he had to literally get up and like go leave. So I get it. So I get it that it got to be in the moment, and I even get it to the point where you got to compile. That make a lot of sense, and that's a perfect perspective, especially coming from the eyes of a comedian for all of us who really are just going to be entertained.
Right.
And I also understand that it like tour for a comedian. You know, I feel like it's a year cycle for me personally, though, because if I seen you this year, and then I see you next year, and then you give me 30 minutes of what I seen last year, I ain't here for that.
You can't. It's no possible way that you can come up with a new hour of your own material without having writers.
But
now,
you gotta steal somebody's shit.
Now, Mike Epps, in particular, he don't have writers. He write his own material. He don't have no staff to be like, hey, Mike, do this and do this. He don't do that. Mike just sit there as the jokes come to him, he do it and put it out. Period. I like Mike because he is one of the silliest motherfuckers to perform. He still acts like he open micer. He still act like it's day one, even when he work. When he backstage before his shows, he's still acting silly. He's still acting goofy.
Right.
You can be like, oh, that's how he was in high school.
Right.
But that's how he was when he's around the
He
way.
ain't never switch up.
He ain't never switch up. It ain't no. He still don't treat it like. I mean, he treat it like work, but he just keep in his silly centered self.
Right.
And stay in that space. And if you give him 30, like Jerry Seinfeld, what he does is he takes off 15 minutes off of his hour every year and adds a new 15 minutes.
Right.
So that at the end of 4 years, he got a new album.
I can
And
do
then
it.
he drops a special every 4 years. Kevin Hart came out with one every year. You see what I'm saying?
So what he was taking time from when he was making Soul Plane, making all them years and putting them 15 minutes together.
Kevin got
'Cause he got a lot of material.
he's a workaholic. He up at 5, up at 4
that's
every
that's
day.
great.
And he don't go to sleep till I don't know when he sleep. I really don't. So he's a phenom. So, as far as with him, I like him because he got a new generation engaged into listening to stand-up. When we was coming up, I'm a little older than y'all. When we was coming up, we was listening to comedy albums. I said albums.
Right.
We was listening to every day. It didn't matter who it was. I can listen to Cheech and Chong, Richard Pryor, Steve Martin, Robin Williams, Eddie Murphy, Bill Cosby, Dick Gregory, Flip Wilson,
Red Fox.
Red
Just
Fox.
say Red Fox.
Red Fox, Mom's Mabley, what's the lady Esther from Sanford and Son.
Yeah.
She got a comedy.
Nah, she funny. But I do got this though. I do got 2 comedy radios. I got Today Comedy Radio on Pandora, and then I got Red Fox Radio on my Pandora. So typically, like if I'm on the train, I'm listening to probably the comedy radio, especially in the morning. So,
yeah, man, they help you get you good up and go. But yeah, man, I mean, I think that what Kevin did was get the people more engaged in listening to him, and then by listening to him, everybody kind of check for other people.
Right.
So that's a good thing. But I mean, it's some. I know at least outside of Kevin Hart and Mike Epps and Donnell and the ones we already know, I know at least 1,500 comedians that people should know, but don't know.
1,500.
That's usually the case though.
At least.
Because for real, even on Kevin Hart tour, since we talking about Kevin Hart, the other 2 dudes, the Red Cup Boys, they actually pretty funny.
Naeem
Every time.
Naeem Spank.
Yeah, exactly. Naeem, yeah.
And Joey Wells.
Yeah.
Yeah. Them the home.
So
Well,
out of
Well, I was about to say, man, you being from the city, from the area, I be going to some little, local comedy shows or what is like.
What you think?
Man, like I've always fucked with Mike Brooks.
Right.
Definitely my man.
Mike
And
Brooks
that-
killed
man,
funny
Mike
as
Brooks
shit.
forever.
But a sneaker nigga, man, Big Low, that nigga funny as shit.
Yeah, he coming up. He definitely coming up. It's like you got it. Those the gyms. Where you go shopping at Iron and tool up, and then the test is, all right. Now you funny at home. Get up. Get out in front of not in front of your friends.
Right.
Not in front of your family.
people
Go on the
won't laugh
road,
because
take
they
that
know
shit
on
you
the
on
wrong.
road, in the middle of nowhere where nobody know you, and do those same jokes work.
So being, who you are and working with the people that you work with, I mean, you can tell them who you work with too, but I mean, do you feel like, you try to reach back to your folks at home, to the comedians at home, and bring them with you and give them that chance?
Well, what I did was I ran Laugh Out Loud for 5 years. It was in the basement of Club Elite. We did 5 shows a week for 5 years. It was considered one of the 4 black comedy clubs in the country at the time. We paid comedians week in and week out, so it wasn't for free. That's one thing I want to say. It wasn't no come through.
Try to get on
let me
type
book
of
you.
joint.
No, I had open mic night,
Mm.
but Friday and Saturday was slated for booked shows, and we did a show. I host, I bring in 2 acts, book them, pay them, and use the open mic to farm the locals and give them a chance to build their set so that I can pair them with the headliners that I was bringing in on the weekend.
Right.
So that's how I would bring them along. And then if a producer came into town and they needed a showcase, I would, say, all right, these guys need to showcase. Kevin Hart just did a, what's the name of that joint? Run the City.
Yeah.
In the DC episode, right? 2 of those guys I recommended. You know what I'm saying? Because I saw them putting in the work. I knew they needed an opportunity. Here goes some names. If they took them, they took them. If they didn't, they didn't. But they called and said, hey, who's in DC? And we need to look at. And I just gave them a list of like 10 people, told them to go look at them. And then they got the call and, but you do that. But comedy is a solo sport. It's not a team sport. It's not like rap. Right. It ain't, it's just you and that microphone and you and your jokes, and you build your fan base based off of what you write on that piece of paper and then what you share on the stage. It's just, all that, this new social media stuff. You see a lot of cats, they real famous online and they doing the online work. But when you get on stage and you book them, they not solid.
Yeah. Because they ain't perfecting that craft.
They ain't perfecting their craft. And I can't sell no tickets. I can't have an audience member come. They on their date. They done spent $50 on the tickets, then another $100 on their drinks and food.
And you gave them a YouTube set.
And you gave them the
I done already seen it happen.
You know
so I know exactly what you mean.
So I'm a stickler for that. So you got to put in the work in order to, because I know for me, that's how they, I was raised by, Chris Thomas, Joe Claire, Dominique, Red Grant, Robo, Tony Woods.
Willie Robo, hilarious.
All of them, yeah. He in the UK right now, killing it.
Man, he hilarious.
They would literally, now I go to these open mics, right? And the comedian don't do so well. And the host might jab at him a little bit, let him off the hook. When we was coming up.
Yeah. Like Def Comedy Jam.
Man,
like if you took an L, you took an L.
You be at Tacoma Station and you bombing. Robo would have a keyboard player on the side of the stage playing the Jaws music. Dun, 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 dun. And as you bombing, it get faster and faster.
Get your ass up off the stage.
You be outside ready to kill yourself.
So let me ask you.
But it make you stronger.
Yeah, definitely.
It make you come. But we had that thing where if I bomb this week, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna win next week.
Yeah.
But they have this no bullying
that's
type
today's
of culture.
That shit is irritating.
It doesn't allow for the artist to be critiqued hard enough to be like, you know what?
So the comedy just got soft like basketball.
Oh man, it's
like everything.
Man, it's a little soft.
That's that LB, that's that PB&J community, man. They turning in the world of tampon.
Yeah.
So what I was going to ask you, so you gave like a great list. So you gave a great list of comedians, right? And you a comedian yourself. So I got 3 questions, but they all top 3.
All right.
Your top 3 from the area, your top 3 period, and your top 3 white. Because usually when you're talking amongst blacks, their favorite's usually going to be a black comedian.
Well, I mean, you're gonna have that because that's the experiences that you share, you can connect with. All right. So and you catch up with some white cats. Like on the top 3 whites, I say Steve Martin, Robin Williams, George Carlin. Top 3 from the area, me, Tony Woods, Joe Claire.
Damn, we don't get no Marty Mott or no Dave Chappelle.
Well, I mean, those are given.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like Nobody.
So you should take this time to shout out your breed.
Well, no, I mean, you know, Tony Woods is a legend. I don't know if y'all. I don't know if y'all.
Definitely.
You know,
Definitely.
For sure.
he world, you know, Tony can go anywhere on the bubble
Yeah.
and win.
Right.
Right. Joe, I mean, you look at his
work,
rap sheet,
his list of work.
Right.
He's one of the most consistent cats and one of the most non-Hollywood ass niggas I ever met.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't never been 50. He just been a regular, you know what I'm saying, just be himself and center that way. And so when it comes to the business, he teaching me a lot. Let's see, Donnell Rawlins. Of course. I mean, but you know, I mean, all the home. I mean, I'm a home team guy.
Right.
So the list I named: Dominique, Ray Grant, Joe Claire, Tommy Davidson, Wanda Sykes, Earthquake, Tony Woods, Chris Thomas, Kevin Anthony. Who else? It's a lot of, man. I mean, it's so many.
Yeah.
And so, you know, coming up in that tradition, DC has a reputation of being funny, especially when you put Martin and Chappelle in the mix. You put them in the mix.
They got two of the, you know, best shows
That's
ever.
two of the greatest. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so we have a reputation to keep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when we go somewhere else, I mean, where you from? DC? Oh yeah, you better be funny.
Yeah. But like you said, that's like that always been one of our pastimes to be funny. Talk shit is that's like if there was a talk shit capital of the world,
man,
I'm gonna go ahead and make it a DC thing.
Man, the lady at the grocery store, the bus driver can fry you. School, anybody crossing guard, jump out there with any crossing guard. They can fry you. Anybody. My grandmother tell jokes at church.
Yeah.
Anybody can do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we just a funny community because we got like a even though we got a hood, we still got a world perspective because of where we live at. So, you know, even our thugs is educated.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Even our goons go to school. Right. So, you know, it ain't like we just down and out. You know, we read, you know, pick up the paper, you know. So that's our culture here.
Absolutely,
you know
absolutely.
But let's see, top 3 all time. I mean, Richard Pryor.
Yeah,
Richard. Dick Gregory.
I have yet to see Dick Gregory.
You never seen Dick? You better go see Dick Gregory.
Yeah.
Better go see. And next time he come, buy your ticket.
He just was, matter of fact, he was just at the Baltimore Laugh Factory.
He's 81 years old. He still can do 2 hours on stage.
Yeah.
81.
Yeah.
First black man to ever get on late night TV. He broke the.
And he penetrate
history of comedy.
Every lane. Like he ain't holding no punches. He let you know what it is for real.
And he gave up being one of the highest paid entertainers in the country to be an activist to fight on our behalf for our civil rights.
Absolutely.
So, you know, he gets anything he put out, I grab. Books, CDs, whatever, I grab it. Because, I mean, he just deserves that. So, you know, and Eddie Murphy, of course. You know, Eddie Murphy, bad motherfucker.
For sure.
Eddie Murphy. Well, man, look here, man. We definitely greatly appreciate the whole interview.
Yeah, thank you.
But hold up, though. But you can't go nowhere, though. But we got to go in and spill his tea.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. So you got it.
We got it.
Yeah.
There it is. There we go.
Ding, ding.
So we got a few topics. Actually, one came in from Erica, who's actually, again, if y'all missed the introduction, V is out sick, so send her your well wishes. And
you will, V.
And Erica is on her way to travel outside the country, so send her your prayers.
Where's she going?
I don't really know if she want me to tell where she going.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna just go ahead and sip tea on that.
Bangkok.
Woo! She about to turn up.
Yeah, so one of her topics came by way of some article that she read, and it was about this couple that was together for like, I think it was like 20 years. They was 40 years old. They sleep in separate rooms. So my question, I guess, to the panel is, is that really a relationship?
Yeah,
Like, is that feasible?
yeah.
Spill it.
What you
I didn't
mean?
hear
I
the
mean,
question.
I'm gonna let the lady go first.
I didn't hear the question.
You don't hear the question. You right beside me.
Mm-mm.
She's
Oh, I
deaf.
wasn't
Let
listening.
me tell you.
Honestly, I wasn't listening because I was trying to connect. Sorry.
What do you think about a couple that sleeps in separate rooms?
I just think shit ain't go right that day.
But this
depends.
is a thing. Like this is
Like,
how, this is
Forever.
this is the way of life.
I mean, shit happens sometimes. So would they just get it in still and then go sleep in the
I
in
mean,
a
I'm
different
just.
room? I mean, I don't know the article, so I don't know how it went. But I
What-
mean, I know as being in a relationship,
Yeah, like do they do
Shit
that
happens.
every day, all day?
I mean, that's the norm. The norm is
They don't.
So
sleep
so
in the
they
same room.
just
The norm-
roommates. So
the
they
Yeah,
just
they're
roommates.
roommates. They're married.
right.
They can't
Roommates.
be.
They got kids. They roommates.
Let's say they do. Let's make it hypothetical, just for the sake of getting the answer. Because you said it's okay, get an answer as to what.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay because, like I said, things happen. I mean, I don't like okay. So if we have an argument and then you storm out, whatever, boom, boom, then I go sleep in the room and then you or you still trying to argue and all this shit, I'm gonna go in another room, or you gonna go in another room. Why I gotta hear that? You know what I'm saying? But I mean, a lot of times I hear like, you know, if you married or whatever, you never go to sleep mad at each other. So, but that shit is not real. That shit is not real. That shit not real life.
I don't really see how
That
I
shit
can
not
make too
real
much
life.
sense, my dad.
So if you mad with somebody and y'all not getting along at the moment or the time, then you go sleep in separate rooms to avoid a more let me see how I want to word it, a more sticky situation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you don't want to argue no more. You don't want to get to fighting or nothing, scratching, spitting, kicking. You going, you know, you remove yourself from the situation. But I mean,
Nice.
I kind of learned that growing up, man. I try to diffuse shit and just keep it moving.
Right.
And the best way to diffuse it is to be like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna go.
Run.
Yeah. Let me
Get out.
Let me get out, and then we
Nothing
can,
like a good
then we can
argument to
reconvene.
bring
Then we can
y'all
reconvene
closer.
tomorrow. We can reconvene tomorrow. See how that go.
With me, it depends.
On.
I mean, it can't be a every single day thing, but every now and again, you have those times where you need a moment. So
Yeah.
I don't mind a moment. I don't mind that you want to go in the other room and have your moment. But if you want a moment every single day, no, we not doing that.
I agree.
We're not together.
Right.
I mean, I definitely feel like also
Because that means somebody not happy. We might as well be apart. If you want to sleep in a room by yourself every single day and be married,
Absolutely.
you can be by yourself.
right. But I mean, in a relationship, I mean, you sleep together, so that's what you're supposed to do. Or being married, you know, that's y'all are one. So you join
Right.
together at the hip, right? So
Right.
if you gonna give that person the opportunity to get used to sleeping by themselves, then that shit is
That can get
not gonna be-
tricky.
yeah, it's not gonna be good for the future and you know
That
the
can
long
get
haul
mighty
of the
tricky.
relationship.
Yeah.
I've been in a
no,
situation
I'm-
like that.
You want to go?
Yeah,
I mean, I
well,
guess that's coming
listen.
from
Man, look, y'all cannot run from the problems. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? You
That's
cannot
true.
run. You
That's a
cannot
great
run
point.
from it. So, you know, it gives a relationship an opportunity to say, all right, if we're gonna tough it out, no, we're not going to sleep. Nobody's going to sleep till we figure this out.
I might have to
But that-
disagree with that
See,
one.
Yeah, we can't do that because
better
there's
leave me to-
somebody like
leave
it- I'm gonna have to
sometimes
disagree
that
with
don't
that
work.
part.
That don't work all the time.
But I
I'm
mean,
going
you
to
know, you have to do something. Don't sweat the small stuff. I don't know. You know, this like culture, this Facebook, social media, Instagram, and all of that, I think is changing the dynamic of relationships.
Very true.
You know
I
what I'm
agree.
saying? People are more used to being by themselves, even though
That
they're
is
trying to
true.
get all
Because
of
even when
these
you by yourself, you got a
followers.
phone with around
Yeah.
people.
You'll say goodnight to your phone every night before you kiss your husband or wife.
Uh-huh.
Good night.
Mhm.
You say goodnight to everybody on Facebook before you say, all right, baby, good night.
Hey,
You know what I'm
Facebook
saying?
family, good night.
Yeah. So, you know, we got to change.
Exactly. Why you in the other room though?
Yeah. So, you know, we cannot, if we want strong relationships, I think that we're going to have to learn to get past the phones.
Get
Yeah.
past the phones. Get past self.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
'Cause
think
it's all about that. You and your like culture.
I think for me, right, like first of all, the first thing that I think about in a relationship is camaraderie and intimacy, right?
Right.
It ain't no intimacy when you in that other room. And it ain't necessary, and I ain't even
That's
really
true.
talking about from a sexual matter. Right? It ain't always gotta be about sex, but just in the realm of how is your, like, I want to be able to connect with the one. You know what I'm saying? At every given point, right? Even if we disagree or whatever, like. So I definitely agree with the whole panel. I think we all know it makes sense sometimes to just, man, you need to go your ass to sleep, and I need to go my ass to sleep over here.
Right.
Keep it moving, smooth and cruising. See you tomorrow morning. We figure this shit out. We might take us a week, but we going for forever. So if it don't take a week, it's gonna take 3, right? We all if we got the forever bug. But sleeping in a different bed, that automatically to me say that, like you said, like I think you hit it dead on the nose. Like there's something missing in between us, and I don't know if I can make you, like, as a grown ass man, you're not really gonna fight for that. Like, boo, can you please come sleep in the room with me? After a while, that's gonna get a little
That's
weird,
draining.
right?
And it's draining. Yeah,
So,
I'm not begging you to be beside me and I'm your wife.
Exactly. So the
makes
more it doesn't make any sense at all. It just lacks too much intimacy, one-on-one.
I love old school women. Old school women don't give a fuck if we mad or not.
Still
We
crazy.
both going to bed. We gonna fucking go to sleep.
And you gonna come in here and eat this
Yeah,
dinner that
I
I
was about to say, them
cut.
youngins ain't gonna cook no more.
That's why
We
he's not
still
home.
cook that. That's because we love unconditionally.
Yeah.
That's back in the day.
Yeah.
I swear you old school.
Yeah.
I mean, when it comes to love, you don't want to go there. Let's skip the subject. Let's move
Goddamn.
on.
I'm still saying
My
I'm
kind of
going in
love
another
really
room.
don't exist
You going to another room?
nowadays.
You the only
Or somebody
child?
might
You
go
only
to.
child?
Nope, I'm the oldest though.
You the oldest?
Spoiled
Yeah,
ass nigga.
How you spoiled and you the oldest?
Cause I'm
the oldest.
Cause my mama spoiled me first.
Oh man.
So
Not 'cause my
my
mama.
mama spoiled me first. Nah, but like for real, like I don't know. I'm just stubborn. I'm
We
just
got
stubborn.
first of all, online we got people who was appreciative of you breaking down the whole comedy run, like as far as putting it together. We got a lot of feedback on that, but I ain't want to cut you off in the middle of you talking. But yeah, a lot of people was appreciative of even the breakdown of the Seinfeld and all that.
Yeah.
So that's good stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? You
Thank you.
opened the eye. And then in this whole topic of conversation, we got one of them may really snore really bad.
Okay. I can go for that.
Or
You
they-
gotta get the
or they
little
may
scripts or
have-
something. You gotta,
Or they may have personality traits that don't accept that, right?
well, how they get together?
You said
Yeah.
snore real bad.
It's a,
Why would you get
obviously
married?
it's
This is
working.
the thing.
So you ain't gonna marry him because he's.
They knew they snored before.
This is what I'm
What if-
saying.
what if he gained
That's
some
why
weight?
I hate when
But
people say.
What if he
stuff
gained some
like
weight
that.
though and
Come on,
started snoring after them?
is you don't know everything until you always
That's
commit
true
it.
too. That's true too.
That's
You
true.
always
That's
get
why
it. You
you
be like,
have
no,
to
you know what? This
No,
is
shit crazy.
this
This
is
is motherfucker.
this ain't real.
I'm running.
That I get myself into.
This ain't real.
I've been there. Been there.
That's why
Shit.
you gotta communicate.
That's why my relationship.
You gotta talk a whole lot, and you gotta spend a lot of
All
time
of them?
together.
I say this. Comedy is a jealous whore, and that is my wife. And then my relationship is secondary. That's the only way I'm gonna be able to win. If it
Say
So
that
so
again.
being a comedian though, like,
that
so are you like a jokester at the home all the time? Because I would think that most hairdressers don't have their hair done.
right, no, it's the flip. Most comedians, I know most of my circle, we're not necessarily like we silly, we cool like every other day, but for the most part, we think really seriously about things.
Yeah, because I would think it started once it becomes a craft, then it's not living it, it's kind of like observing it as
Nah,
in the
you-
realm of a joke.
Nah, you live in it. You just try to find, like, I know for me, I'll tell a joke based on an experience.
Mhm.
Mhm.
If that experience really connected with me, and then I feel like, one, nobody else shared that experience.
Mhm.
Two, somebody else went through that experience, and I need to share it so that we can connect.
Right,
Mhm.
right,
And then that way, so that's how I pick
Yeah.
what I say.
right.
So, but with, when you telling jokes and you when you on stage, you on, and when you off, you want to be
It gotta
You.
be a balance.
yeah.
So it's basically like you got two different lives. So
It's the same. It's the same life. It's just like when you get off work, you off work.
Nah, I'm a totally different nigga at work. Or I'm a totally different young man at work, and I'm a nigga at home.
Look, that's how you know you're a totally different nigga.
Yeah.
It's a move the phone from the board.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So that's I mean that's how I get it. But yeah, I definitely don't talk the same way at work.
Yeah, I don't think nobody.
Yeah, I
Nobody-
mean, you're gonna do your.
That's
your
I
job.
gotta dress like this.
At work.
No, that's fine.
That's
You don't like
demeanor,
dressing like that.
I do now.
You
You give me the bang. I done grew to like it.
Oh my goodness.
But at first, I was man.
You was like,
keep
nah.
me on some J's and some tennis shoes and a t-shirt or a hoodie or something.
Yeah, I know.
What I
I always appreciate.
But I mean, I done grew up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
There you go.
you got a job you're supposed to win. Boy, you doing good. You got your
doing
mega
Oh, Calvin
Evans
got a
type
job.
clip.
You know, I got my,
You got the mega Evans joint right
Yeah.
there. You know what I'm saying?
I
You doing
seen,
good,
I
man.
seen, I seen
What
this
he
on the
say?
White Men and Hidden Figures. So
Yeah.
What you say? If you keep it on up, you'll be washing letters like me.
Shit.
No, man. So, but it's you want to get off and just, like I wake up every day, man.
Yeah, I think
Be watching Trump. This
think-
nigga won't fuck us up.
I don't even know. That
You know.
nigga, I just call him 45.
Yeah. Be watching
Dude.
that or some of the, a lot of stuff. I know me, I've been keeping in like the stuff that happened in Portland, what happened at Maryland University, this racist climate that we living in, we all affected by it.
Mhm.
And it's really hard to be funny when you pissed off.
Yeah.
So I've been in front of a room full of white people and told them exactly how I felt.
How'd that go?
Do
They laugh.
do you think that's a responsibility? It's like for instance, rap, right? Some of the beef that the young rappers get is that they don't necessarily adhere to the responsibility that they have to have a message. To some of them, I just gotta be entertainment and I gotta make sure that you feel some kind of way when you hear my song. And that's my job. And and comedians are that way too. Now you got your comedians that for real, most of my favorite ain't afraid to go step on both sides of the fence to make sure that their message. But my question is, do you feel like that's necessary?
Definitely necessary. You need that perspective. If Dick Gregory ain't do what he do, or Corey Holcomb don't do what he do, or D.L. Hughley don't do what he do, you can't be all smiles and Steve Harvey and Kevin Hart. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's cool.
Right.
Make money, get your money. But your community is going through something. You
got a voice, so you should approach it.
They was supporting you when you wasn't nothing.
Right.
So now you got this platform. What you gonna do? You gonna contribute to help change the condition, or you just gonna shuck and jive your way and get the check?
I think I'm kind of torn at that though. I think I'm kind of torn the same way that I'm kind of torn with rap. Cause even when in the grand scheme of things, like I think, like for instance, like if you ask me who my top 10, Lil Wayne is in my top 10. He never really approached anything, really,
Right?
except for that he was a rapper,
Right.
And that his goal was to be the best rapper alive. And who am I to shoot at his goal, right?
Right.
Now I agree. On the pro-black side is like, but you gotta say something. But the artsy-fartsy side says you just have to master your craft. So if your craft is to make people laugh, like a Kevin Hart, right, who he doesn't tiptoe. I mean, he doesn't touch none of this
do
shit,
nothing politics,
but he invests his money right into the community, right. So
he walking the walk. That's fine.
Exactly. So if I make you laugh because that's what I set out to do, and then I invest because I'm the real nigga, then does my message have to be that?
No, you already sent the message by making an investment.
Exactly.
So, that's cool. But if it's somebody that's taken from the culture, taking, ain't nothing,
Ain't
giving
putting
nothing back.
Absolutely.
Can't do it.
Right.
you know, I mean, you gotta stand for something.
Definitely.
You gotta stand for something. If not, I mean, Hollywood will tear your ass up. For real. That's why, you know.
I can imagine.
Yeah, man. I mean, you can go in the meeting. You think Cat Williams telling a joke when he's like, you know, they doing cocaine and what we want you to do is, you know, that's real stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave Chappelle, hey, put this dress on. That's real. He not exaggerating, and it didn't just happen to him. Everybody
Right.
goes
And
through
some
that.
people bit and some people was like,
Some people
hell
like,
no.
yeah, I'm gonna go. Some people like, I'm not. I gotta go see my father. I gotta see my mother in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And,
saying?
and they not having
and
it.
they not having it. I can't put that dress on. I don't care how what.
I can dig
It's
it
not
though.
gonna work. You know, I mean, it's already been done. You know, if I put on a dress today, I mean, oh, he trying to be like Martin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the artistic value in that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but with the rappers, we had, even though we had 2 Live Crew, is making the feedback.
Oh, dang.
Even though we had 2 Live Crew, we had KRS-One, and we had Public Enemy, and we had Rakim, and we had y'all.
Taking it back.
Yeah, I'm just saying, from you know, during that time, but y'all.
Don't say y'all because you're going to make me start lighting into you.
No,
that
I mean,
old head shit.
Kendrick, I like Kendrick. I like J. Cole.
I give you a laundry list of niggas who are on the same level as Rakim KRS-One and them right now.
Please share.
Well, you already gave him 2. That was easy.
3 stacks.
I would definitely like to go with Lupe Fiasco. I'm gonna stay within the later years because that's what they want to shoot at. They want to shoot at the latter 2008.
Say 2008 and up.
Okay, so I can't pull in my Styles P's and them who really ain't get conscious until now, right?
Right.
Okay, so
but they wasn't conscious before.
Okay, but they are now. So that's what I'm saying. Okay, so look, I'm gonna keep on going so I can go into my Chance the Rappers.
You got Chance album?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, it's 2000. See what I'm saying? Oh,
got
it's
Apple
2017.
Music.
I got everybody album. It
Everybody
ain't the
album.
idea that I gotta have. Like, you know what? I'm gonna wake up today, this Tuesday, and go purchase the new Lupe. Nah, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna download it. I'm gonna listen to it when I'm in the Lupe mood. That's
Right.
how
Okay.
That's how I'm gonna do
See,
that.
we waited till Tuesday.
Hey,
Straight out of Compton coming out today. We all in line.
Mm-hmm.
Give me that.
hey, understood, but they was reckless too. They was super reckless. They were just as reckless as the reckless dudes today.
Absolutely. But we had perspective. So
True.
if we got NWA right here and I got Public Enemy next to them, then I can make a choice. I can make an educated guess. I can see them parallel. But right now what's happening is, all we saying is, they're pushing an agenda.
Clearly. But it's 5 little niggas. Let's keep it clear. It's 5 little new niggas that they pushing. And then it's still 5. And then in the top 5 rappers that's out right now or that's in this, that's knocking down shit, minus the Migos because they count as one.
Right.
They count as one.
It counts as one.
And it's still, we still got the Kendricks of the world. Like that's happening still. You can't really take away from Kendrick or the whole Top Dog Entertainment.
No.
Who keep a conscious.
Yeah, they keep a conscious element going, but see how they are one out of. I can go on SoundCloud right now.
It depends on what you looking for.
I mean,
you got Logic album?
Yeah, I got Logic album.
Okay,
of course I got.
So
Logic
they go
album.
another one for you.
I mean, but Logic, you know, he been that way his whole. You know what I'm saying?
That's fine though.
But
But that's another one. So if you ain't gonna name me 5 blah blah niggas, and I ain't gonna name 5 niggas that's really talking about that shit. It depends on what you want to go get.
They playing Logic on 93.
They ain't, but that's
they playing Logic on.
But that's not the day and time.
That's what I'm saying.
This is the day when you go get what you want.
Yeah.
And that's where my beef be with the old heads. That you will sit here and tell me about 95, but 95 been dead. Right? Like no disrespect to Joe, right?
Right.
Because shout out to Joe for being here still, right? But we know what the fuck happened with 95.5.
Right.
95.5 was 95.5 and then it wasn't no more.
Right.
It was almost 99.5, right? That happened. But guess what? We also got this phone in our hand where we can go get everything.
Right.
So the youngest that really, really spit, the Joey Badasses. I'm gonna keep dropping them on you.
Right.
The Joey Badasses.
Right.
We can go get that.
Right.
We don't even gotta listen to Uzi. I only know 3 Uzi songs, and I think I'm pretty culturally based. Like I feel like I know what's going on. I don't know this dude music. I know Badass whole album though.
Right.
Okay. I can go get that.
I agree with that, and I applaud y'all on that. Okay, I applaud that because you're free. You're not in the box.
Nah.
What I'm saying is the perception of the agenda that they are pushing through the media, not through the phones, but through the media.
It's all sucker shit.
So, how is a person? So, when I'm sitting in the house, when I was young, I'm sitting in the house, I'm listening to Tupac joint. My mother come inside the joint. She listening to me, listen to Tupac. She can understand, okay, yeah, he got Tupac, but he also got Public. He also got Run DMC. He also got NWA. He also got, she can say, okay, well, he's not just listening to one person and then emulating that. So when I ride around the block, all the youngins look like the Migos, hurried in a motherfucker. They going to school, no book bags, no books, no nothing. They got fresh shoes. Ask them to fill out a job application. Can't do it to say they 16.
You got to understand though. Part of I'm an advocate for the youngins, right?
I totally support
because I feel like if we put those words to all their negativity, then that's what they're gonna perpetuate even more. But I will say this though. There was a lot of niggas with pit bull tattoos on their arms and chains around their necks back in the day too.
Yeah.
It never changed. You just understood it the same. You just didn't choose to understand it the same way you understood it then. Now I don't know the number, the literacy rate today right now. Right. I'm guaranteeing you though that it's very comparable to when you grew up. I'll guarantee you, cause the young dude we had on, shout out to the dude, we had him on last week, 24, very intellectual, right? But
no, we got some stars. No, we got some stars. But don't get me wrong, we got some educated youngins. Yeah, I'm not saying that they out there. I see them going to school at a great level. I see them going to college, like the whole class at what's that, Baloo? Mm-hmm. They all got accepted to college. Mm. The whole senior class. So I can't sit up here and say that they're not being that there's no. I'm not saying there's no educated youth out there. Mm-hmm. What I'm just saying is, I'm walking down 8th Street,
and you see,
and I see the youngest walking up and down the street, just acting goonish.
But don't act like it wasn't happening when you was growing up. How old are you?
I'm 40. When we was
you was in the age of the dipper? Oh, they was definitely goonish out there. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but see.
Are you crazy?
But still, I had my circle of friends. If an elder came in our circle, it ain't no cussing. Oh, if an old lady walking through the same doorway as
I agree with
me,
that though. I agree with that. The bylaws have they are shaky.
Definitely agree with that.
Well, I'm saying just the messages that they sending through the music, through the mainstream, they latching on to that.
Yeah.
So they're not getting that balanced perspective. That's all I'm saying. Even though we had some goons, we can go through that. I had niggas in school. When we go to school, they go to lunch, sell a key, come back.
Yeah.
Like, how the hell you doing that? And I'm sitting up here trying to worry about this English paper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he over here selling keys. We in the same class. I sold drugs for 2 weeks. I made enough money to buy some Jordans and a snake.
They got about the game.
I'm done. Got me some Jordans. I got me a snake from when the mall was in New Carrollton.
Yeah.
And that was it for me.
Yeah.
So we just need the balance, and I mean, it all come back to where the father's at.
Yeah, that's
pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Systematic. I'm kind of with you on that music shit though. Like, I mean, I listen to that radio shit when I got my daughters in the car or whatever, and that's basically about the new nigga shit that I know. I don't really go get no. I get the Kendricks and I get the Drakes and the J. Coles and support Wale.
Right.
But
yeah, definitely.
but
Yeah, definitely.
but
even though I went on
everything
I went on the last album.
everything in
I
my
liked it.
It took me a minute.
everything in my phone, man. Pac my favorite of all time. So I'm always rocking Pac. I'm always listening to UGK. I'm always listening to Devin. Like I would prefer that over any music today.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't want to listen to this new shit for real. I mean, you be in the club, that shit gets you hype or whatever.
Exactly.
But I'm gonna stay with my Scarfaces, my Pacs, my UGKs and shit like that.
See, I feel it's like Devin is an individual. Ain't nobody like Devin.
Not nobody.
Or nobody like him on the board. You
Oh,
know?
man,
He
man,
just
I be in
himself,
the bathroom.
authentically
Who
himself.
She loved Devin.
Yeah, that's my man.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? So UGK, it was that's just who they are.
Right.
Scarface, that's just who he is.
No,
I don't know the
saying.
difference between Rich Homie Quan and Migos and Future and
it's crazy
Me
because
neither, though.
you 40 or
But
30,
me
I
neither.
can't tell you who
And,
sang them songs.
but
I
me
can't
neither.
tell you
If
who
you-
sang
if
them
you
songs.
play the
I might
song
know
right
them
there-
shits on the radio, but I couldn't tell you who sang the song.
But I can't really always I can't turn my back on them though, because I listened to 3-6, and that's how the old heads felt about 3-6. These niggas was talking about all the wrong shit.
Yeah.
But it just bounced.
Yeah,
and
you
they-
got my
and
little
they-
brother
and,
ex, see?
and they had it. You know that's my
Yeah.
man. And they had to run on it, and that's what it was. This, did it. I'm gone.
Yeah.
Or No Limit for that matter.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's what the old heads thought about No Limit. It wasn't nothing but the same hi-hat, snap, bop, bop, beats by the pound sound the same.
Yeah.
No
And
limit
so
was
it
like
is
that,
what
though.
it is. So, but that's why I can't turn my back on the youngins.
Yeah.
Like I gotta hope that we don't throw these weird ass little youngins all the way to the left.
No.
That they just start going to the left because it's a new day. Like back in the day, if you had a youngin in your school, you was like, he gay. That ain't really mean he was gay.
Right.
That mean he was a little soft.
Right.
But now, if you tell a youngin he being gay, it's gonna be a whole
They gonna have
slew of gay people getting ready to give him a hug.
The Beehive.
And now he's gonna be gay, even if he wasn't always gay. Not saying that that's always gonna happen, but I'm just saying
Right.
for the sake of like putting a negative vibe on them, I feel like for one they got a better lane than any generation had. The millennials, they got a better lane because we was taught one thing and then we had to figure it out after we got that one thing. They really got their hands to be able to get into everything. One of the topics that we had on the show last week was, do we feel like do we feel like the church should adjust their message to the millennials? And it went around. It's a tough conversation. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a tough conversation. But the reality is, some of the stuff that we was taught in church, if we grew up and we stayed true to knowledge and understanding, then we understand that some of that stuff wasn't really the realest.
No.
Exactly. They get it all break. They get spoon-fed the realest all break.
I get that. Okay. So just on that topic. Okay.
Because we ain't even make it to the next
Yeah,
topic.
yeah,
It was-
yeah.
We're still on the first jump.
This
Oh, my
came
bad.
from sleeping in the same bed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
we
you
still
know,
no. It's always good rap though.
But okay, well, I mean, in the community, period, I think that just for blacks, we need to get a hold on our community for real. And the only way that we could do that is through economics. It ain't
Definitely.
through we in America. Okay, so it's about making the money. It ain't about nothing else other than that. Making money. So if we don't get in our communities and be in the business of making money, Chinese people just bought Iverson Mall. We shop at Iverson Mall.
Yeah.
We live in Iverson Mall.
That's crazy.
They don't live in our community. They don't live right there, but they know we need to buy
They
this.
know our
shrimp.
money. Our money good here.
It's good here. We're gonna make money for 10
Shrimp fry?
generations.
Shrimp fry?
Right here.
They about to crank it too.
So if we not on that, and we can't look in our own community and say, you know what, we don't got no grocery store in this joint, let's open up a grocery store.
Yeah, so we know we're getting the best product, first of all.
Let's hire some of these black farmers from South America, you know what I'm saying? If we not on that, we ain't gonna get to the next level.
You must watch spinning the tea.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you know, that's the type of stuff that when you talking about with comedians we on.
Yeah.
Those are the conversations we be having, but we can't have on stage because you don't want to come off preachy.
Right.
You don't want to isolate your audience.
Mhm.
You know, had them look. Oh, yeah, it ain't
So you gotta drop that gem in a joke.
Yeah, you gotta drop that. You gotta share it. So that's why I got.
You gotta chop the peel up in the applesauce. Remember where you
Yeah,
took your mom? You chop the peel up.
So
in
you
the
got to Bill
applesauce?
Cosby them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
huh?
You gotta-
And I tell a joke about the trolley
yeah.
being in DC and how it got there
Yeah.
and what it means. You know, that's the genius of the joke. And I'm
Yeah.
not gonna sit up there and say, you know, white folks and put the trolley up in the motherfucker. You know that you ain't gonna get
But
no
it's a
laugh
trolley
that
going
way.
through. It go up Bennett Road.
Yeah, that's why I was like, y'all see the route? I said, anybody ride the trolley? You know, so you see the route is 8th Street and Bennett Road, River Terrace. They're gonna put it in Berry Farm. That's like murder, whole lot of murder, death.
Yeah.
You won't get robbed on the trolley. You keep playing it.
Yeah.
Fuck you doing?
Maybe
down
because
here?
they
You know
clean
what
it
I'm
up first. They clean up before they put the tracks down.
Yeah.
They start sweeping niggas out a little bit,
So you
jack up
tell
that
it-
property tax a little bit,
right?
get them up out of there.
So out of the joke, you understand the perspective of
Absolutely.
what's going on in that community.
Right.
So that's how you have to share it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's laughing with.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? So I can't
Laughing
be-
and thinking at the same
at the
time.
same
Right,
time.
right,
So
right.
you can't be all like,
Yeah.
you know, that can't be him.
Yeah.
You gonna have people like this.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
get some funny, but you can't be on stage and not share what you see. You know, you see the motherfucking like, and that's some bullshit. And I know they see that's some bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So who gonna say something about it? You know what I'm saying? So
Mm.
that's how we approach it. But sleeping in the same bed,
Yeah, no, that shit done. That was an easy one.
Yeah.
What you got? Another topic? We got enough time for one more. We got enough time for one more. D?
Yeah.
Where we at with it?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Where we going? What we going to the finals? What we going to? Nah. You said you went to a HBCU, right?
Yep.
You went to HBCU?
I went to HBCU.
You went to HBCU?
Nope.
Ah. I was
You
just
can still
wondering.
ask the question.
Nah, it's cool. I was just thinking, man. I mentioned to Mark earlier, man. I think my school, shout out to Virginia State University.
Woo,
we
woo.
got the motherfucking best cheerleaders in the
Oh
world.
my god.
The best cheerleaders in the world. Shout out to the Woo Woos.
Okay.
That's how I feel.
Oh yeah, Morgan State. You know, we definitely represented when we were.
But could they woo?
Oh, they could do. Morgan State cheerleaders still wooing. I mean, I know cheerleaders that was 20 years ago. They still.
Getting it in. Homecoming.
Yeah.
Watch me. She still got it.
Yes.
What your Jones look like down there?
They,
In
they
the
vice,
language.
they vice principals now.
Here's the thing. I don't know if I really want to go to bat for North Carolina Central cheerleaders when I was there. Now, when I went back, it was a different ball game. Now, as far as just the women in general, okay, we can go
Look
with
Country
it.
Jones.
But the cheerleaders, sorry guys, man. Sorry, all the E-Funk. You know what I'm saying? I probably should have not went against the grain on this one. But I'm gonna go with that's a no for me.
But so what y'all think about these finals, man? NBA finals.
My Wizards.
Disappointed me, lost.
No, here's
Yeah,
the thing.
yeah,
I feel so
man.
good that I don't have to I just made a
No,
choice.
if you could have seen the picture this nigga posted of me when we went to the game.
I'm so happy I made the choice a long time ago not to rock with the Bullets. Cause let me tell you, this the sole reason why I didn't rock with the Bullets. They had Muggsy Bogues at the end of his career and Manute Bow at the end of his career. And they had a little bus stop right around my way. And they were standing beside each other. It was laughable. It was comical. I was like, what the hell is this? Every time I went to go see the Bullets, they was losing. I was like, yeah, nah. That's not my way of living life.
I'm a home team guy.
Me
so,
too.
you know,
Yeah.
I'm a
Me
home
too.
team. So the Bullets, I applaud them for their fight. I think the coach needs to go.
Man,
disagree.
that was no, man. He should have played Kelly Oubre.
Man.
No.
Definitely should have played. Kelly
Gortat
Oubre.
should have
Gortat
never
needed
left
to go.
the box.
Listen, man.
Period. He should have never left the box. He should never.
Oubre should have got
Trash
some
that
work.
last
Yeah.
game.
Your coach
Definitely
should never
on
be
the
the topic
defensive
of
end.
conversation when your motherfucking superstar went 0 for
No,
11.
And
That's
the
what we should be talking about. We can't talk about, because
But
as
see
a
what
coach,
happened was
hold on, but as a coach, as a GM, as everything, everybody who got something to do with that team, they build everything around this dude coming to play basketball every day, especially when it's time to let your nuts out. Your man had 4 turnovers and he was 0 for 11. Now I know y'all
During
love
the first half.
No. In
No,
the fourth quarter.
It's fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter.
Fourth
Yeah.
quarter.
I see. That's what I was getting ready to say. I understand how it would feel to love somebody so much that you don't believe them.
That's all right.
Like you be
Who
like,
your
"Man,
squad?
I'm a Spurs guy, and we got up out of there too. But we got up out of there due to the injury.
We went to the same. We went to the same. Y'all was gonna get up out of there anyway.
No, that's dead.
You dumb.
You watched the first game.
Yeah, the
You
first
seen
game.
the first game.
First game.
Yeah, but my man got hurt,
All right, then your other man got hurt, and then what?
and then my other man got hurt.
So what? So
Then
that
we lost.
that's like
thought y'all
shit.
was
But I ain't
happens.
really here to talk trash. I'm just talking facts
Shit
about your Wizards, since that's what y'all was talking about. Because I thought we was talking about LeBron and them. He talked about the bum ass Wizards. I didn't bring him into this.
That
I
ain't
mean, I
no
wouldn't say we bums,
Hey,
dog.
right there.
Definitely not.
That's no disrespect.
Right there. Get that. Get that.
Look,
Nah, man, they be all
size second.
Minus Nene.
Yeah, they left y'all and Jai picked it up a little bit, dropped a little weight and everything.
But
But who you got?
man,
And how many games?
I got Braun at 7.
Braun and 7.
Braun them at 7. I can't say
Braun
Braun.
and 7.
Braun them at 7.
Mm-hmm.
But
Golden
KD,
State.
my man, I would not be mad if I see KD get a ring.
I'm going Golden State in 7.
I'm gonna go Cavaliers.
How many games?
4.
7.
Sweet.
I'm
I
going
want Golden State.
Golden
six.
State 6.
Oh, we said the same thing at the same time.
Easy.
I wouldn't
Easy?
mind Golden State
Easy.
going.
Let me
to
tell you
6,
why.
but
Too much sauce. Hey, they got. Listen, I'm gonna tell you. Kevin Durant's problem was when they needed him, he wasn't necessarily there.
But they
Now
don't
he
even need
red,
him.
they don't need him. They just, when you get on with your whatever quarter you choose to get off on, go ahead, get off. We don't need you to though, because we got enough people out here to get buckets, good buckets.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's a good
Cut
matchup for real because okay, you
It
got
is.
KD and you got Braun. Then you got Kyrie and you got Steph.
Whew,
But-
Kyrie's a hooper.
But
Gosh.
yes, I y'all might think I'm bullshit, but I tell them, man, I get that edge to Kyrie over Steph. But where that shit come to be fucked up at is goddamn
Clay gonna have to come to life.
Clay, no, that's what I'm saying. Clay is a way better basketball player than JR. So that's gonna be that determining factor because the other niggas they gonna cancel out. I think between JaVale McGee or whoever they put in there as their big man and Tristan Thompson, that's gonna be an even battle. But Kevin Love,
JaVale
Kevin
coming
Love,
to
I
play,
think Kevin Love might even,
Shout out
match
to JaVale McGee on
Draymond.
stepping his game up after being a laughing stock. That's some real life shit. That's hard
Shaq
to
to the
do.
fool.
I'm sure that's hard to do.
But
You
I think
hit the
it's
bottom
an
and come
even
back and
matchup
play
all the way
ball.
around. But it's
is.
gonna be the
That
determining
DC
factor is gonna be that
vagina,
defense though.
everybody come to this city and fall into that Anacostia
gosh.
River like a
Man.
motherfucker.
Is that DC tap water in Southeast Virginia?
Chris
Yeah.
Webber, Juwan Howard.
Everybody,
James Harden,
we got a whole list.
everybody. Yeah, it was
What you want to do? You want to just keep on going?
Keep
Everybody,
going.
they came in and got this. I will say this. I've been around, especially within the United States, and I still stand firm on this area having the best array of women.
Absolutely.
Only
Everybody says that.
place that I could
Absolutely.
probably be like, where you got me, is probably Miami and Houston.
Yep. Yep. Miami, Tampa, Orlando, Houston. Well, Florida. I put Florida.
Florida State.
Florida.
They blended though. They got that blend. They got that blend.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Poppy. So, where they can catch you at, man? You got
All
any
right.
shows coming up?
Yes. This Saturday, I'm at the Frederick Fairgrounds with Country Wayne. Me, Country Wayne, Joe Clay, and Timmy Hall. It's going to be crazy.
That's Frederick Maryland.
Frederick, Maryland.
That's what you from.
This Saturday.
Oh, sad.
Nah,
Then
Fredericksburg.
on July 13th, I will be at where we do the Miami Takeover 2017.com. We do I do the comedy show. They allow me to produce a festival every year. So I bring in different comedians from all around the country and we go to Miami and it be funny. Okay. So we're doing it at the Colony Theater on July 13th. And those are the two shows that I'm promoting.
But catch you.
But you know,
Catch me outside.
catch me outside anywhere.
How
I'm
about
always
that?
wrecking.
How about that?
I'm always wrecking. TheEddieBryantShow.com is my website. Eddie Comedian is my social media handles. I appreciate y'all for having me.
I appreciate you. Got to come back,
I
man.
definitely come back.
That nigga look like Michael Blackson. This one.
I bet you don't want in the show.
Don't he look like Michael Blackson?
Oh,
I can't
man.
get jiggy with this shit.
Oh man.
I
bet-
can't
I
get jiggy
bet
with
you
this shit.
That's what you gonna do?
Hey, how much
Yo,
time we
Bob
got left?
Simpson
Hey,
looking
how
at
much
it.
time we got left?
Fire,
Hey, cut that shit. Cut that shit, dude.